Hi everyone. This tutorial will demonstrate how to integrate your Comfy UI workflows with the AI render feature in iClone and Character Creator. Reallusion's Custom Node provides the flexibility to connect with SDXL or other custom workflows, freeing you from the official default of SD 1.5. We will be using the FLUX Dev workflow for this demonstration and configure it for image-to-image. This tutorial will focus on two of Reallusion's nodes, the Reallusion AI Render UI Core and the Reallusion Set ControlNet. You will learn about parameter mapping, LoRA integration, and how to incorporate your custom workflows into AI render. This will enable you to quickly reuse workflows and consistently produce images in various styles for your iClone and Character Creator projects. Before we begin, if you use the Reallusion provided installation process for Comfy UI, you will find Reallusion's custom node in the specified folder path. If you wish to install this custom node in your own Comfy UI environment or download the complete workflow demonstrated today, you can find all the necessary resources in the description box below the video. Now, in Comfy UI, you can find Reallusion's custom nodes by typing RL into the node library search bar. Let's start today's tutorial. In this first section, we will use the basic Flux workflow to teach you how to connect with the RL nodes. In the Comfy UI interface, click the workflow icon in the top left corner, select Browse Templates, find the Flux category, and choose FLUX Dev as the base workflow. Click Run to verify that the workflow is functioning correctly. Next, double-click on an empty area and type RL to find the UI core. The UI core acts as the bridge between the AI render plugin and Comfy UI. It allows you to pass common parameters like prompt, seed, steps, CFG, and denoise to it, so you can directly control your custom workflow parameters from the AI render panel. In the UI core's text field, you can input any prompt to test the generation. Here, we'll copy the official default prompt for testing. Next, connect the UI core's prompt output to the Flux prompt's text input. Now, by entering a prompt in the UI core, we can control the prompt input from the AI render panel in the future. Next, let's connect the K-sampler's corresponding parameters to the UI core. Once connected, the K-sampler's parameters will be locked, indicating that control has been transferred to the UI core. Therefore, we need to set the UI core's parameters to match the K-sampler's original default values. Press Run to test the connection. At this point, we have completed the standard parameter connection. Next, we need to set the UI core's render output path to read the image file from the path specified by iClone. Create a load image from path. This node will input Comfy UI's default path into the render output path. Any image file generated in AI render has a fixed name, so we need to enter the corresponding image name here to read the file correctly. In the render output path field below, enter render image, PNG. We can create a preview image to test if we are reading the image from Comfy UI's default input folder. The test is successful. If an image with the corresponding name exists in the input folder of Comfy UI's default path, it will be read by the UI core. This way, the image data generated by AI render from iClone can be sent to Comfy UI. Next, we will use the render image as a latent image to read the image dimensions from the iClone Character Creator environment. We need to create a VAE encode. Delete the original latent image, connect the image output to the pixel's input, and the latent output to the latent image's input. For the remaining VAE input, we need to create a load VAE and connect it to the VAE encode. This completes the UI core connection. In the next step, we will connect the RL Set ControlNet to demonstrate an image-to-image workflow. The RL Set ControlNet acts as a bridge, allowing you to convert characters and scenes from your iClone, character creator environment into different control nets based on your needs. Create a load image from path and an apply control net, and connect them with the RL Set ControlNet. Following the same process as the load image from path, enter the corresponding image name for the control net. Since we are using depth, enter render image depth. Add a load control net model, and select the control net model specifically for FLUX to process the control net data sent from iClone. Connect the load VAE to the apply control net. You can group these nodes and name the group control net for better management. Now, let's connect the apply control net to the FLUX workflow. Connect the prompt output to apply control net, then to KSampler. With the addition of ControlNet, we need to create a new interpreter. Create a dual clip loader to extract features from both the prompt and the ControlNet image simultaneously. We need to change the model used by the dual clip loader node. Change the dual clip loader type to FLUX and connect the positive and negative prompts. Connect the load VAE to the VAE decode. After connecting, let's modify the prompt. I'll paste a pre-written prompt that simply describes a beautiful blonde woman posing for a fashion shoot. Then, I will change the input type and output type at the top to image. This change is necessary for the system to recognize the workflow when we integrate it into AI render later. After clicking Run, you will see that the generated image follows the structure provided by the depth control net. You can also change the control net model yourself. Here, I'll use OpenPose as a generation reference to keep the character's pose stable and let the model generate the rest on its own. I'll load a control net generated previously in iClone's AI render to perform the generation. The only parameters you need to pay attention to when adjusting are strength, start %, and end %, as they will affect the model's output. You'll need to fine-tune them according to your specific situation. Click Run. The final image will accurately reflect the pose we've set. You can also stack more control nets in the same way to achieve more precise control over character poses and silhouettes during generation. To ensure the generated character's appearance is more consistent with the original model, in the workflow, create a Power LoRA loader. We will use a pre-trained Camila LoRA for demonstration. You can use any LoRA you have. In the video description below, we've provided the Camila and Kevin LoRA models along with their trigger words for you to use. I will load the Camila LoRA model here. You can slightly lower the weight here to maintain some of the AI's creative flexibility while ensuring consistency. And enter the trigger word Camila in the prompt field, which was set during training. Once completed, you will be able to generate images that retain the facial and full body features of the Camila character with the image quality significantly enhanced by FLUX. When you are satisfied with the entire workflow, click the Save API button. Save the workflow's JSON file to the Reallusion AI Renders Custom Workflow folder. Return to iClone or Character Creator. After connecting to Comfy UI, open AI Render and click the Add Tool button to import the custom workflow you just created. Next, fill in the necessary display information, including the name, workflow tags, author, and a preview screenshot. In the description section, it is recommended that you describe the style of this preset and any format limitations for the AI calculation. Now, your custom workflow will be correctly displayed in the AI render panel. After activating this workflow, all parameters will directly correspond to your settings in Comfy UI. Select the character's LoRA The connected control nets will also be available for you to select directly in the AI render panel. This way, you can quickly call upon this customized workflow directly within iClone and Character Creator in the future. Finally, describe the scene and important details in the prompt, and manually add the LoRA trigger word to the prompt. In the future, once you have set up a scene in iClone, you can directly call upon this tool to have the AI generate images based on your 3D scene in real time, seamlessly integrating your 3D and AI creative processes. By simply adjusting parameters and changing images, you can consistently produce images with a specific style and structure, which will significantly improve your creative efficiency and quality. See you next time.